your grandkids and kids after that are gonna know about me.
Do you think a prime Mike Tyson would be a prime Tyson Fury?
A prime Mike Tyson.
Yep.
Yeah, anything's possible. Possible. Definitely possible.
Read between the lines, people. Maverick, where do you stand?
No, I'm saying possible.
all right. Let me give my opinion because you're getting really heated right now. I know you're touching on one of his goats apparently, so he's getting heated. But so wait, I have to ask the question: what do we define prime Mike Tyson? Now, I'll say this right: prime Mike Tyson is Kid Dynamite, customized in his corner, right? Now, do I think Cus could have put strategies to beat Tyson Fury? Possibly, because at that time he had focus. He was doing the right things. However, we still have to say this: that's a 5'10" man going up against a 6'9" man.
Nice.
I mean, the size difference is way too much, and Tyson Fury is just way too skilled. A boxer, not just a fighter, a boxer, and I think that's what would have made the difference.
Listen, Riddler, I know right now you got your Mike Tyson underpants on. I know you got your Mike Tyson underpants on right now. Yeah, but I just want to quickly say, Maverick, I know you put that politically correct and diplomatically, but I'm going to put it real, yeah? Fury would smush Mike Tyson, yeah? Fury's style, he's got the chin, he's got the size. It would be virtually impossible for Mike Tyson to beat Fury. Yeah, he would be at the end of a jab all night. Yeah, then when he loses focus, he's just going to start eating uppercuts and he's going to get leaned on. You think Wilder got it bad? Oh, God, Mike Tyson, you'll be a memory.
And I think that's what, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's probably what it is that because your beloved Wilder got it bad, it's just like every other boxer can't beat Fury. And I already know that's your but we are not going to make this the Wilder show, ladies and gentlemen. And again, just to touch on Maverick's point, I'm so glad that you actually brought this up. Prime. Everybody blossoms and one's prime is different. I mean, one will argue, I don't think it even was Kid Dynamite. Yes, he was explosive, but one could say, I don't know, up to Ruddock, Tony Tucker, that was a hard fight. So I wouldn't even say Kid Dynamite, but it's important to know this. Again, one blossomed. Lennox Lewis did not peak when Tyson was at his peak.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is that when Lennox Lewis fought Mike Tyson, would you say that Tyson was in his prime then? Evidently not, because he was. You said, Maverick, he was prime when he was at Kid Dynamite stage. So this is what I'm saying. It's like Michael Owen. When Michael Owen bust on the scene, he was red hot and he peaked early. Michael Owen didn't hit prime. He wasn't in his prime at 28 and at 30. It's different strokes.
Who told Mike Tyson to be partying and sniffing blow or flipping prostitution?
I'm not saying that was
that's not Lennox Lewis's fault.
That's not. Wait. I'm not putting that on Lennox Lewis. But again, what I'm trying to say, this is if you want facts, Mavericks just said, and could you agree, Silas? I want it on record. Was Mike Tyson at his peak when he fought with Daniel Holyfield and Lennox Lewis? It's just yes or no answer, bro.
It's a null and void point. I'm not even going to entertain that.
It's
an irrelevant point.
No. I have to agree. Before we continue, it's a null and void point because we have to. We start arguing over people fought each other. When were they at their peak? Should they have fought at their peak? I mean,
no. It's a very valid point.
It's not his fault. It's not Lennox Lewis's fault that Tyson started much earlier in the 80s. Then
I never said it was, but it's a valid point. And you know why you guys are disingenuous? I tell you why you guys are disingenuous, and you lot can't answer this, right? It's a very valid point when you're bringing up who would win out of a prime fight out of Fury and Tyson. If that is not invalid.
We have touched on.
You know, I've never heard it. Have you heard him like this before, Maverick? I've never heard him like this.
I'm just saying, but what are we actually talking about? If one can bring up...
All right, I'll tell you what we are talking about. Since we can't agree as to who would win, even though I think Fury would smush him, I guess maybe we can agree on when potentially Mike Tyson should have quit. When would have been the best time for him to have stopped?